In this video, we shall give an example classification. This is an example of classified bugs by quality assurance category with simple explanatory examples. When you approach a new testing project, you have to think logically and to understand the different types of bugs. Bug types, classifications, and severity automatically arrange the priority of the problem solving. After classifying bug types, you must determine the bug severity. The severity is determined according to the impact of the bug on the application. Some bugs may be classified as critical and considered a showstopper and cannot be neglected. Some minor bugs may be neglected to save time and effort, but this is your decision after negotiating with the team responsibles. In this video, we shall explain different bug types classified by category and give simple explanatory examples. Here we shall display the 4 types of functionality bug types. First bug type is functionality real bug. For example, the save button is not functioning, the delete button is not functioning, etc. As another functionality real bug, you may find in a search module, a search tool, that the search displayed does not display all data you asked for. This is a very high functional bug. So you search for something and you cannot find it. So the search functionality is not working. More complicated functionality real bugs is that you posted data and when you retrieved this data, it was not the same, or you made an edit in a posted data and the edit was not accepted. So you will find always more complicated functionality bugs the more you dig deeper in the application. The second type is functionality performance. For example, the save function is taking too long to submit the data, or slowness in data loading and the occurrence of preloaders. In general, functionality performance bugs are associated with the occurring of a preloader for a long time, or the crash of an application for no reason, or the crash of the application for a reason, but it shouldn't crash. The developers must solve these problems, and these are considered functionality performance bugs. The third type is functionality security. For example, after a user logs out, this user can access and log in via a saved bookmark in the browser, or tab functionality overlap problem. This leads to data overlap while inserting data. This occurs on multiple tab usage of the same browser. Another example, the application is not secured under the HTTPS protocol. The fourth type is functionality logic. For example, there is a submit button, but there is no save button. Accordingly, effort can be lost because you cannot save what you just entered. The determination of functionality logical bugs is very difficult. The thing is that you use your sense to discover logical issues in any application. They can vary, and you have always to use your thinking in general, your logical thinking in general. The other types of bugs are usability bugs. In the beginning, we have the usability real bugs. For example, if the testing of full business cycles are not completed, accordingly, the SRS document is not fully validated in terms of document achievement. Another usability real bug is data sorting. Data sorting means I have a table with many data lines displayed. I have retrieved data in a report with many data lines. The tester will notice that these data lines are not sorted logically. Accordingly, this sub must be raised to the developers to add logical sorting to this table or to the retrieved data, and this shall be considered as a usability real bug because the data is correct, but it is not sorted correctly. Second type of usability bugs is usability enhancement. For example, the save button is too small, or the font is not readable and needs to be changed, etc. Another example of an enhancement is, for example, to ask for a search facility in an area where the developer didn't think about. You may ask for a simple search tool. Any enhancement you find useful, you may ask and add in your usability bugs. The third type of usability bugs is usability user interface. For example, the design and colors are not suitable for visual impaired users, or we noticed the occurrence of empty spaces in some browsers, or we noticed the occurrence of design issues like cut text in buttons or in screens or translated tooltips. Other example, in some printouts, the display is left aligned unlike the print preview. The fourth type of usability bugs is spelling mistakes, and this is simple. Search for spelling mistakes in headers, labels, footers, messages, tooltips, etc. After we classified bugs as functionality and usability bugs, we have here the part of questions and suggestions, which means, for example, if a user for any reason forgets or loses his request ID, he cannot retrieve request ID nor can he follow up his request. This means that the user will face a problem, and in this case we have a question: how will a user retrieve his ID? And we give suggestions that you have to develop a part where the users can retrieve their IDs. The questions and suggestions part is not considered as a bug module. No. Here, you as a tester may find that there are very useful things missing in the application. In this area, you add all the suggestions you find useful to be added in the application. The developers may take into consideration to add these suggestions as improvements in a newer or higher version. So always keep telling all the ideas you get, even in a comment document, and tell the developers about these comments. They will be useful because you are a user who uses the application, so you get ideas, new ideas. Always tell about these ideas in the question and suggestion area, which is not considered a bug, as we said before. This bug sorting classification was arranged by me for detailed explanation. Not all bug tracking tools may have the same classification wordings. Important is that you notice that bugs differ in types. Always add the bug type according to the bug tracking tool you are using. The wordings will be almost similar, and you will understand according to the bug tracking tool how they are classified. Remember, correct determination of bug severity and bug type automatically prioritize the bug solving, hence the project finalization. Thank you.